Hey there, my name is Monica Landa and I am your Independent Sales Director with Mary Kay. Thank you so much for jumping on and watching this video today. I so appreciate it and I hope you learn some valuable steps as you walk through how to do a first skincare appointment, whether it's in an individual facial or double facial or 3 or more, which is what we call a skincare class or a party, okay? So what I like to do is arrive at least, 20 to 30 minutes earlier, and as you get good with doing your appointments, you will get faster, okay? So the only way to get good, let me just say, is by doing them over and over and over again, okay? Practice makes permanent, not perfect. I still to this day don't do a perfect skincare class, I don't think, but what I do is I improve my skills every single time. So the longer you have between appointments, the harder it gets and the harder it is to get back into the swing of it. So that is why Mary Kay Ash encourages us to have our first 5 appointments within our first week, okay? Our first skincare classes within our first week or 2 weeks, just so that you can again get good at what you're doing. So all we're doing is teaching people how to wash their face at their first appointment. So when I arrive, I've already let the hostess know or the person know what we will be doing that day. And so at their first appointments, they are only getting skincare and maybe just a little bit of color, meaning foundation. We are not doing full glamour at all. So please do not do full glamour at their first appointments unless that is what the appointment is all about. Because again, you want to get them on the skincare and you want to get them to book with you again so that you get to see them again, because that's how you connect and build those relationships, okay? So I come in, I set up, I figure out where I'm going to do individual consultations with her if it is a skincare class. And that is so you don't discuss money at the table. You always want to pull your guest aside to do closing appointments, consultations. And then I set up, my table where we're going to do the appointments, and I put my satin hands at the sink. So as guests arrive and get there, one of the things that we do is satin hands. So this is what the current satin hands looks like. You always use the softener first, and then immediately put the scrub on it. They rub it together, then they rinse and then pat dry, and then they have their hand cream. So one of the things that I always say is that this is a great gift set. It can be used on their feet. They can exfoliate with it using a pumice stone, or they can shave as well and exfoliate their whole body. So it's really, really nice. And I prefer to use the one that is the white tea and citrus or whatever fragrance we currently have, but I do mention that we do have a fragrance-free version for those who don't like scents or have allergies, okay? And then after they do the satin hands, we come back to the table. I have them fill out their profile card. Okay, and if I have already pre-profiled them, then I already have that information. But if I haven't pre-profiled or I wasn't able to pre-profile, then I have them fill this out. And then I ask them what their skin type is. Is it combination to oily or normal to dry? So I will already have my travel roll-up bag and my products set out in the corner of the area where I'm going to be working from doing the presentation, okay? And so they have their tray. Set up, and then beside the tray, I will have a cotton round and a facial cloth for them to use. And then on the opposite side, I will have their profile card, a sales ticket, and a pen, okay? And then the other items, I don't give these to them until we get to that point, because again, if you give too many people too much to look at, or a book or a beauty book, then they are just going to be distracted and not pay attention to you. And so I get ADD really easily, and I like to kind of keep control of the situation, so I don't give them all the paperwork up front. But the other paperwork that I do have at appointment is, of course, a set sheet. This is what we call a closing set sheet. And on the other side, I have a copy of the starter kit, because again, I'm a very visual person and I'm very passionate about sharing what we do, because again, I was 27 years old before I knew about the opportunity. So you just never know what somebody is going through and how it could benefit them, or they could be a talent scout for us. I also have some type of an opinion poll that I have them fill out at the end. And then I also have a fabulous referral sheet. And this is the current one that I am using. And the reason that I use a fabulous referral sheet versus the profile card is because I can have the opportunity to get more names and numbers, which is always beneficial to you as a consultant, okay? And one of the things that held me back when I first started my business was the fact that I wasn't getting referrals because I haven't mastered that skill. So if you have the proper paperwork with you when you go to your appointments, you will be prepared. And I like to print my items at Office Depot. We do get a really great discount with them, and you can find that information on Mary Kay InTouch under Business Tools, under MK Connections, and then you'll see the Office Depot printout card there. So you can either show them a copy of that on your phone, and they will actually print it for you and laminate it at the store for free. So again, we get a really fabulous discount. I also have a copy of one of these little tray inserts to go up under the clear plastic tray. So again, as a new consultant, you know which item goes where so that you feel more confident when you go to do an appointment or a skincare class if your recruiter or your director is not with you, okay? Or if it's not at our training studio. All right, so they sit down. I have then, as they're filling out their profile card, fill their trays with the products that we're using now. Never ever pre-fill a tray, because again, if somebody does not come, it will only frustrate you and disappoint you and discourage you, and that's just not a great feeling. So I just wait until they show up so I know that they are there and that I don't waste my products and my supplies, okay? So I fill the tray and then we get started. So I go around the room and I ask them to tell me their name. If it's at a party, how do they know the hostess and what they love about her, what they currently do for their occupation, and what they're most excited about at this appointment, okay? And then we do that, and I just introduce myself and say that I'm Monica Landon. I'm an independent sales director with Mary Kay, and how long I've been building my business for. And then I will share with them a little bit about the opportunity at the end, but we will have a flip chart through Mary Kay that you can use at your appointments. If you currently have the instructor's guide, you can use that again for the verbiage of what to say, because it's so important that we do talk about how Mary Kay started our company with the priorities of God first, family second, career third, and the golden rule. And we also talk about the charitable foundation that donates money for cancer research that affects women and domestic violence prevention when people choose to wash their face with Mary Kay, and that we are the sole supporters of the Love is Respect campaign, which is a texting hotline to help eliminate domestic violence. And so you just never know, again, what somebody is going through, or if they know somebody in that situation. And when they know that Mary Kay is not just about our personal dreams, but it also goes to help the community, then they can relate more to that, and they know the value and the benefit of using our products, which is the best that is out there, okay? So after they introduce themselves, and then, you know, I go through the flip chart, okay, which I may do an excerpt video once the flip chart comes in, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody can get a copy of that currently, and that it is available for us to use. So again, we look more confident when we have that flip chart, and if somebody's at your skincare class, they see what you're doing. They see that you are reading and you're squirting some stuff in some trays and telling them to put this on and take this off. How does your skin feel? And it's more relatable, and they feel like that they can also do it, and it's almost like a security blanket for yourself, okay? So again, we introduce ourselves. I let them know that this is one of 2 appointments, so that this is going to be an introduction to skincare, and that they are able to have a second follow-up appointment with me, that they are guaranteed and entitled to a second appointment with me, and that is where we go over additional supplements, or we can go into glamour, and I offer them either a dash out the door appointment or a mineral eye color appointment, either using our regular minerals, or if there is a new launch of spring or fall products, whatever the current look is, then I let them choose that option, okay? So again, they're entitled to a second appointment with me, and that we can also see if the skincare that they are using is great for their skin. Okay, so then I let them know that we will also do individual consultations, and if it is a party and the hostess has provided refreshments, at that point we will enjoy the refreshments at the end of the party while everybody else is shopping, okay? So again, we try to keep the food at the end of the appointment because again, it's just a fiasco otherwise, okay? So that's part of coaching your hostess to know what to do when, all right, and that she's also prepared, okay? So then we start by the skincare based on the flip chart. So just to back up, I'm sorry, I will let them try the oil-free eye makeup remover if they have something on their eyes. If they have full Glamour on, I ask them to not take that off because again, we're not reapplying Glamour today, but that I just want them to try the mascara. So I will let them use it on their lashes, and I like to use a cotton round to do that. And I also then let them try the satin lip scrub, apply that to their lips and let that sit for just a second. And the benefits of the satin lip scrub is that again, it's going to exfoliate and gets the dead skin off of our lips to hydrate them. The benefits of the oil-free eye makeup remover is that not only does it condition our lashes, but it helps them to grow. And it also takes care of preventing eye mites, which are a form of bacteria. So we always tell them to never ever sleep in their mascara or their eye products because it can cause infections, which is really gross, okay? I also let them know that this takes off any lip stains, any waterproof makeup. It also takes off costume makeup as well. So it's great for kids during the Halloween season or if they wear costume makeup for other activities. And then after we do that, I have them apply the cleanser. If you're using the Miracle Set, this is the 3-in-1 cleanser, and Mary Kay is really smart when they design the product. The purple one is for combination to oily, and the pink one is for normal to dry, so you do know the difference, okay? So I have them put the cleanser on, and I always keep like a little bowl of some warm water and have them dip their fingers in the water, scoop up the cleanser, and then they dab it all over their face, and they're going to rub it up and out in circles, okay? I ask them, do they feel those little gentle exfoliation beads? Because the cleanser cleans, exfoliates, and freshens all in one step. Then we take the cloth and we wet it, and then we wipe the lips first, and then we take the cleanser off of the face, okay? We take the cleanser off of the face. Now, the other thing that I have been doing at my appointments is letting people try the new facial peel, and that's after the cleanser. If for some reason you don't have the new facial peel, then I let them do the microdermabrasion set. So you should have a mini version of this from your starter kit, okay? Now, everything else after the cleanser goes on one side of the face until you get to the foundation. And the reason being is that they can see the difference in their skin. They can see how it feels, and they can see the benefits of using a skincare versus not using skincare when it goes to applying the foundation, okay? So again, my sales increased once I started doing this, and it proves to be very successful, all right? Now you can do it your own way, but this has proven successful for me, and I want the same for you. And I want you to be able to sell products versus not selling products and making more money, okay? So again, if we are using the peel or the microdermabrasion, this goes on one side of the face. So I tell everybody, okay, touch the right side of your face, and we pick the right side because we do everything right in Mary Kay. And I have them put, this is usually in the second circle. Either one of these is in the second circle. I have them scoop that up and rub it on that one side of their face, and they're gonna avoid the eye area because it's a really gentle area of the face and we don't want it to burn, okay? So again, if they are using the microdermabrasion, it's gonna feel like sandpaper. This is what we call our polishing set. It's going to buff off the dead skin. It makes your pores smaller, your lines and wrinkles smaller, and it makes your face brighter. Also helps with acne. If they are doing the peel, then again, it goes on half of their face, and I set a timer for 10 minutes, and I let them know that that is, they use it once or twice a week. At this point, if I am using the facial peel, I do the Fabulous referral game because we have that time, okay? If you are not using the Fabulous or the peel, then you skip the Fabulous game until later, all right? So again, if they are using the microdermabrasion, I just have them rub that on there. I tell them it's going to feel like sandpaper, and then give them a new cloth to, again, dampen their face and wipe that off. And I tell them to wipe away from their face so that they don't transfer the grit to the other side. After that, we will use our lip balm, the satin lip balm. And I usually put these in the top right hand corner of the tray where it says lip mask and lip balm. And then I will go on to the polishing, or the pore minimizer goes on next. So again, only on that one side where we've been working. I explained to them that next is our day and our night solution. I will have them put the day solution on the half of the face, let them know that it has SPF 35 in there, that it protects our skin against the environment and harmful rays, and it brightens your skin. I also let them try the night solution, and I usually will squirt it on the top of their hand, only on one hand, and have them rub that in, okay? And I let them know to smell it, or they can also rub it on the right side of their neck. I let them know that these fresh little beads are vitamins A, C, and E, and that they have the freshest form of vitamins that they're putting onto their skin, and that it repairs itself at night while we're sleeping. Now the cleanser, the moisturizer, is what we call a basic set. The day and the night solution make it a miracle set, and when they use all 4 pieces, they have 11 age-defying benefits. All right, so let them know that up front, that the cleanser and moisturizer is like brushing your teeth, which is recommended twice a day, and that the day and the night solution is like flossing our teeth. Okay, so next they would use their moisturizer, and again, only on that one side of their face. I let them know that it does hydrate for 10 hours, and that it's like a drink of water for our face because we lack hydration, and that if they are using the combination to oily, because they are oily or combination skin type, I let them know that it also controls oil for up to 10 hours, and that we really, really need a moisturizer, and that this is also an anti-aging moisturizer. Okay, so after each step, the most important thing is that I let them feel both sides of their face, because they will remember that it is the skincare. The more they touch their face, they will remember that it is the skincare that makes their face feel and look the way that it does, okay? Next, I will let them use an eye cream. You can use either the firming eye cream or the Time Wise Repair eye cream. I always talk about the back of this, the tip of the eye cream, that it's the silver tip that helps with swelling and puffiness, dark circles, lines, and wrinkles. And when they go to apply it to that one eye, that they're going to use their ring finger because it's the least amount of pressure, and they're going to just tap it underneath where the eye bone is. I also have them tap it on the outer corner where we get those expression lines, and I do have them put it above their eyebrow area because that's their whole eye area. Now I have them to be careful when they're massaging it in so that it doesn't get too close to the eye area and burn, because it will burn if it gets in your eye. That is just common sense, okay, common knowledge. Next we go on to our foundation primer. And I let them know the benefits of using the primer, that it is, it goes on like silk and it dries to a matte finish, that it does have SPF 15 in there, and that it makes our makeup smoother and lasts longer, that it fills in any nooks and crannies that we may have or any scarring that we may have, and it acts like a barrier between our face and our makeup. So again, if we're going to take the time to put our makeup on, it should last for us all day, okay? So then I have them put this on again, one side of the face. I do recommend that we do have an eye primer, a lash primer, and that we may have a lip primer as well at the time, just depending on what's going on. After they put the primer on, then I will look to see what their skin color looks like, because again, after they use our skincare, their face should brighten even with just the cleanser. So I will kind of wait to see what color skincare or what color foundation to use next, okay? And then I always I talk to them about the CC cream and the benefits of it, and at their follow-up appointment that they can try a different foundation if they prefer. So again, there's only 5 shades with our CC cream. It comes into very light to very deep, so 5 shades for all skin tones. It has moisturizer in there, but it is different than the Time Wise moisturizer, so both are recommended. I also let them know that it helps with redness, that it has SPF in there, that it helps to make our skin look smoother, it fills in, makes our lines and wrinkles less apparent, and it also helps to hydrate, and it just evens out your skin tone, okay? So it kind of morphs into your skin as it warms up to your skin. So again, anytime you squirt this product out and air hits it, it will make it appear darker. That's another reason why I wait till we get to the foundation to let them put it on so that they will see. But again, the easiest way to know if it's the right shade is once they put it on and it warms up to their skin, it will either blend in or it will have like a white ring because it's too light, or it will look like dirt on the face. Okay, so that's how you know which is which. And I always kind of go by what I personally wear myself to help me feel more confident in that process. But if it is the wrong color, it is not rocket science, you guys. We will just take it and wipe it off and we start over because it's just skincare and a little bit of makeup, all right? Another thing that I like to do personally is use our mineral powder brush to put the foundation on. Now we do have a liquid foundation brush, but to me, I just like how this brush applies the makeup and it looks smoother. I let them know that the only drawback to this is that it has real hair, so that it may flake some hairs on the face, but once the makeup dries, okay, or you use the translucent powder to set the makeup with, then they can buff it off with the powder, all right? So if they don't use powder, then you let it dry and then you can pick it off. If they have dark under eye circles, that is one of the areas that I am self-conscious about. And I love the fact that our under eye corrector and our perfecting concealers help with that. And it also boosts their self-esteem when they realize that their eye is brighter and that they look more awake. They will 9 times out of 10 buy that product too because they like the way it looks. So again, I will take a little bit of the concealer or the under eye corrector and let them put that on first. If we're using the under eye corrector, I will have them put that on first because it's a peach undertone and it helps to cancel out any redness, purple and blue colors. I also have them put it on their eyelid if their eyelids are discolored as well. So even darker bronze skin tones can use the under eye corrector. They just put it on first. Then I will have them dip their brush into the foundation and then dab it all over their face first and then blend it in a circle up and out. So the foundation does go on both sides of the skin, okay? I have them make sure they blend really well around the eye area and around the hair and the jawline, because again, we don't want any lines whatsoever because that's never cute on anyone, okay? After they put that on, if they still look like they have some dark circles going on, I will let them use the Perfecting Concealer because it is a flesh skin tone color. And I let them know that it has a highlighter in there built into the concealer. So it's 2 products in one, and that is just a miracle worker. Like, I love my correctors and my concealer, okay? If they are oily and you have the translucent powder, I will put a little bit of the translucent powder in the oval of the tray and then have them use that same brush, dip it into there, and then dab it again all over their face and blend it in a circle, okay? And the purpose of the translucent powder is that it helps to set your makeup, it helps to control oil, and gives you that airbrushed look because it does have light reflecting properties in it. All right, again, after they put that on, I have them feel their face. All right, so again, the more they touch their face, they remember what they are using, okay? So then I will let them try our mascara using our mascara wands. You never ever double dip your mascaras, okay? Because again, that can create infections and bacteria, and we never do that. So I let them know that we are using the Ultimate Mascara today, and that it gives you thickness and volume. And I will mention the other mascaras just so that they can hear the different options and what they do as well, okay? So the Lash Love gives you length and definition, and it comes in waterproof. Then we have our Lash Love Lengthening Mascara, and then the Lash Intensity Mascara that gives you 200% more volume. And I also let them know at their follow-up appointment if they want to try the other mascaras, they can. So the key is to saying second appointment lots of times throughout your presentation, all right? And then in your starter kit, you do have some lip gloss samples that you can use, or if you have purchased your inventory, you can use a lip color at that point. And a lot of times I'll ask them, do you like lip gloss or do you like lipstick? Now, you only offer both if you have them. If you only have lip gloss, you just pick a color for them or let them choose. But I usually like to pick out a color for them because most of the time they wouldn't choose a certain color and they end up loving it, okay? So after they get their makeup on, if you're doing the microdermabrasion set, okay, then we do compliment time. So I have each lady tell her neighbor what she loves most about her makeup and or her makeover, what looks best about her makeover from when she came in. And again, that affirms her and makes her feel important. And then at the end of that, I will pass out the fabulous referral sheet, okay? And I let them know that, okay, everybody take out their cell phone. And I also, if it's at an appointment, like a party, I will have these tickets that I got at Walmart or the office supply store, or you can find smaller sections of them at the Dollar Tree, but it is cheaper just to buy a big roll of them, okay? And so throughout the class, if I ask questions and they answer them, I will give them a ticket. And then I let them know that this is a way that they can get even more tickets by the Fabulous Referral Game. So I'll let them know to go ahead and write their name at the very bottom of the page, and I let them know that this is the best compliment that they can pay to me, and that hopefully they know that I'm not a crazy person and that they have enjoyed themselves so far, and that if they have any other ladies in their life that they love and like or respect and admire, and that they feel that they deserve a free pampering session, to put their name and number down and to mark whether to text or call them. So they will get a ticket for every name that they give me, and the first person who fills it all out first is going to get even more tickets and the free gift, okay? So I'll let them know that this is a free pampering session courtesy of them, but it doesn't cost their guest anything. And they also get a gift card. When they redeem with me, that person who put their name down also gets a gift card that they can use at any time. And most of the time, ladies, I do like a $5 gift card, or you can do, you know, a $10 gift card off of any skincare set that you want. Again, this is your business, but again, I want them to feel important and that they are getting something in return. And like it even says that they get $25 in free products if 5 of the friends redeem their facial with you. So again, it's self-explanatory, but you have to walk them through, and I let them know that it's not cheating to use their phone. So while they are doing the Fabulous Game, I am cleaning off the table. So I'm throwing away the trays, the skincare cloths, and the skincare pads that we use to take the eye makeup off, the cotton pads. And so after we do the Fabulous Game, I see who the winner is, and you know, we go yay, and then we draw, okay, for a prize. Now the prize can be one of your color sample cards wrapped up in a cute cello bag that you got from the Dollar Tree. It could be a deluxe mini if you have it. It could be a free eyeshadow if you have those. Whatever you want to give, but again, this is an inexpensive item that I give them, but they feel really special for winning that prize, okay? So after we do the Fabulous Referral Game, I will have them, sorry, I'm just getting this set up for you guys. After they do the Fabulous Referral Game, I will go over the closing steps with them. So I'll always talk about the roll-up bag, and you want to demonstrate this for them. I tell them that it has this hanger so that it keeps you, you can hang it up in your bathroom, or if you travel, you can hang it up in the hotel, that it has a clear bag. These pull off that they can keep in their purse. If they go work out, they can keep children's items in there, and that it's clear. So, you know, out of sight is out of mind. So we want them to be able to see that they're products so that they will use them every morning and every night. And I tell them too, if you have an explosion in your bag, you can rinse it out in warm soapy water, and you don't have to throw your whole bag, you don't have to throw your whole bag away. Also, that it rolls up really nice and neat. You can have it embroidered or monogrammed, and it has the handle here for them to carry it, or they can keep it tucked away to keep their bathroom nice and organized, all right? I also share that this is a $35 value and how they can get it for free. So at this point, I pass out the set sheets, all right? So again, we do not want to pass out any books if possible. Only if they are looking at you like deer in headlights while you're doing individual appointments, then I will give them a book. But you don't want to give them your books, because again, it's going to cancel out your whole entire presentation. Because I was one of those girls who would go to parties and buy the cheapest thing on on the list because again, I didn't have that much money. Okay, so again, do not do that. If they don't have enough money or they can't purchase, that is a great reason for them to be a hostess for you. And you talk about the perks of being a hostess at the close as well. So at their follow-up appointment, they can either do it solo with you or they can invite some friends to get free products. Okay, so when you give them their set sheet, you're going to walk them through each set, okay, of what you used, all right? And it's a great idea to have them put a heart in the set that they used, all right? So if you did the miracle set, that would be B, okay? So they would put a heart in B. They would put a heart in E, which is the Skinvigorate brush, because I'll also talk about the Skinvigorate brush with them, okay? They would put a heart in F, which is the polishing set if you did the microdermabrasion, or if you did the peel, they would put a heart in H, okay? They would put a heart in the foundation set, which is your foundation that you used that evening, the primer, and the brush. And then J is the ideal set that has our under eye corrector or perfecting concealer, the mascara, eye makeup remover, and it's showing the setting spray, because I will sometimes let them use the setting spray as well. And then they will put a heart in the satin set, because that is the satin hands and satin lips set that they should have received at the beginning. And then L is the a la carte set. That is where they want to customize anything that they can. If they like the lip color that they tried, or if they wanted the powder or whatever, they can customize it as long as it equals about $50 retail, okay? Then at the very bottom, you will see where it says the Busy Women set, the Princess bag, and the Queen Everything bag, okay? Queen of Everything bag. So I let them know that the Busy Woman set, they can choose any 2 sets and they get the 3rd set half price, even though it's not written on the set. And it also says that they get a free gift, okay? I personally give the gift with purchases, the deluxe minis, but it's totally up to you if you want to give an eyeshadow or something else that's full-size value. Then the Princess bag, I have them put a smiley face there because this is the most popular set, okay? I let them know that that is any 4 sets for $1.99, and they get the travel roll-up bag for free, which is a $35 value. A $35 value. Okay, and then I also let them know that if they don't like the roll-up bag, then they can choose anything else for $35 for free, okay? The Queen of Everything bag is any 6 sets, and they're saving about $100, and they also get their choice to have the roll-up bag for free or choose anything else, okay? I let them know that I do take cash, check, or card, or any combination. This is what we call the husband unawareness plan, all right? And then also I have them flip over to see the starter kit, okay? And I'm not just trying to sell them a starter kit, because that doesn't benefit anyone to sell the starter kit, but it is providing information. So at this point, I let them know a few reasons why I started my Mary Kay business. So I would reiterate that again. I started my Mary Kay business 5 years ago, or however long it's been, and I was a registered nurse before Mary Kay, and I solely came into Mary Kay for the amazing starter kit bag and the 50% off discount, because again, you don't have to be good at math to know what 50% off is. And so some of the other reasons why people come into Mary Kay is for money, okay, money. And so again, it tells them over here on this side, basically the acronym of Mrs. Cab. And so I'll let them know that after I started my Mary Kay business and learned more about the company, I fell in love with the fact that they do give back to others, and that I can give my job to other people, so that there's no glass ceilings in Mary Kay. I'll also say that I found my purpose in Mary Kay, because